We are looking for the derivative of this function, and we're going to use a definition of the derivative for that. So let's remember f prime of x is equal to limit as h approaches to 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. We are going to evaluate our function at x plus h. I'll just do it on the side work over here. F of x plus h equals square root of 7 minus 3. So our function is 7 minus 3 times x, but we're going to replace x with x plus h. So 3 times x plus h we have here. So if I simplify this a little bit, we'll just distribute the multiplication pretty much. It's 7 minus 3 times x, 3x, negative 3 times h, negative 3h. So this is our function f of the value of the function at x plus h. So let's go ahead and put this in its place. Limit h approaches to 0, a big fraction here, of f of x plus h, which is this, square root of 7 minus 3x plus, that's also minus 3h, minus f of x, which is equal to square root of 7 minus 3x, divided by h. Once again, like the other derivative questions, this will give us 0 over 0 indeterminate form, and we have a radical in the numerator. To get around that, we will multiply the fraction by the conjugate, and we will also divide it by the conjugate. So that's 7 minus 3x minus 3h plus square root of 7 minus 3x. And we're going to divide the same thing. Alright, so once we do the multiplication here, in the numerator we should have first radical squared, which is the remaining expression, 7 minus 3x minus 3h, minus the 7 radical squared, which will give us 7 minus 3x. And the denominator, we'll leave it as a product. So that's h times square root of 7 minus 3x minus 3h plus square root of 7 minus 3x. Let's go ahead and simplify this limit. So limit h approaches to 0. Let's take a look at the numerator. We have 7, we have minus 7, so these 7's will cancel. Also, we have negative 3x minus 3x, that's positive 3x. These 3x's will cancel, so we'll have negative 3h divided by h times the radical expression we have. So a lot of writing. Just be careful when you carry the steps. Double checking always helps. Okay, now I have h here, I can simplify those h's, and remember those h's were the reason for the indeterminate form. Now we should be able to evaluate the limit at h equals to 0, so we're going to go back to the expression, replace h with 0. So we have negative 3 over square root of 7 minus 3x, 7 minus 3x, minus 3h, but h is 0, so that's minus 0, so I don't have to write that, plus, there's no h here, so this part will be carried, 7 minus 3x. So this is my derivative. Well, we could just do some housekeeping and then add these like terms, and then write our final formula as negative 3 divided by, well, we have 2 of the same expression, so it's 2 times square root of 7 minus 3x. This is our derivative formula.